Here we go with a noisy edition of Puppy Pot and Chill because I've got my fan going because it's hotter than fuck. I do have my bowl loaded. I'm not going to do like last time and make you wait 20 minutes for me to take a hit. We're going to do one right now. There's a YouTuber, an American, that has recently come out as trans-Korean. And they actually went under and got surgery to make them look more Korean. And a lot of people are... let's just say there's a lot of pushback on this, okay? And we'll leave it at that. If you want to know more, look it up yourself, but it's a weird story. Everyone on the Capitol is going after the other guy as attacks fly back and forth across the aisles, and now claims of spying being done by Democrats to monitor opponents and mainstream media to ensure the stories you don't want to get out doesn't get printed. And now even Tucker Carlson has come out and said that the NSA is spying on him, trying to get him removed off of TV because of his viewpoints. You see, there's a lot of people that think a differing viewpoint is dangerous because they're low IQ thinkers. They don't understand that we need opposing viewpoints, but it scares them. So opposing viewpoints are bad. Almost everyone on social media is a coward. If you've noticed, people will say and do things on social media that they would not do face to face to somebody else. We have gotten, I forget who said it, but I think it was Mike Tyson that said that people have gotten too comfortable because of social media, and they don't understand that in face-to-face involvement that would get them a punch in the face. And I'm not saying it right, but the point is people act really tough on social media, and then in face-to-face they act the way humans should act. Common courtesy, respect. But on social media, they're badasses. They're cowards is what they are. Biden backs Olympic activists for doing things that they were doing on the podium. He said that that's what makes America great, is our freedom to do shit like that. More or less. I'm paraphrasing, of course, but no, you're going to a place to represent America. You do that it's a sport. You do that activism shit on the street on your own time. If you don't like America, you shouldn't be representing us. Get the fuck out. Let's take a hit. Yeah, Biden backing her just shows that Biden is such a weak, wimpy piece of shit himself. He can't stand and actually say that, that's not a good thing. He's going along with the woke crowd so that he doesn't piss them off. Fucking pussy. Oh, the Democratic left in Los Angeles has reinstated the mask mandate because of the COVID-19 Delta variant being so dangerous. Even if you're fully vaccinated, put that fucking mask on. The Democrats said so. Well, except in the red states where they're telling, Democrats to go fuck themselves. And it's really weird because in those states where they have no mask mandate, all of the Democrats said the numbers are going to skyrocket, they're going to kill. No. the Democrats were stupid and wrong again. Texas, the numbers keep dropping. Florida, the numbers keep dropping. Now, I'm just going to throw this out there, but if you really dig in and look, the numbers where the cases are highest are in the states that are in lockdown. We won't mention which ones those are. Democrat. And in the cities that are in full lockdown, Democrat run. I don't know if that means anything. Maybe it's just coincidence. You know, with all the mask mandate, those are the places that seem to have the biggest problem with cases on the rise. It also happens to be the places where most riots occur. I don't know. Maybe one affects the other. We'll see. And here's the deal. Because of the lockdown status and shit coming down for climate and everything, climate activists are saying, if we can lock down for a virus, we can lock down for a climate emergency. First off, there is no climate emergency. Alright, I agree. Climate change is happening. Humans are not the only ones that have a footprint in this. Alright, Mother Nature has a huge play in this. We have a small part, but we're making it seem like it's a massive part. It's not. And even if America did stop doing all that, stop using fossil fuels, none of the other countries would stop. China, with the Paris Climate Agreement, agreed to everything and did absolutely nothing to change for the better. As a matter of fact, they put more carbon companies online. Alright? Go look and see who is the biggest producer of carbon in the world. It's not us. Even if we stop now, nobody else would. And we'd still be fucking spiraling off that fake cliff that they say we're headed towards. Just watch, it'll happen like that. Candace Owens pushes back against woke teachers in schools, claiming that our kids are being taught and shown adult materials about sex and masturbation. From a 16-year-olds that were shown a graphic movie about sex and masturbation, down to 6-year-olds in grade school being shown a cartoon show about sex and masturbation. If someone anywhere else showed this to your child, showed these videos, you would have them arrested for lewd and lascivious behavior. And even worse, they're pervert. You'd say that they're perverts. Alright, trying to stalk and get your child. Alright, but because it's in a school, the parents aren't calling the cops. They're calling the school district saying, hey, you can't do this. And the school districts are going, oh yes we can. Teachers are not exempt from the law. If they are teaching your children lewd and lascivious behavior and showing them graphic pictures, you need to call the cops and have them arrested. This is sexual misconduct with a minor, at the very fucking least. Call the cops. If you went over to your friend's house and they were showing shit like this to your child, you would lose your fucking mind. But because the teacher's doing it, we'll just call the school district and find out what's going on. Bullshit. Call the fucking cops. Vaccinations are now being forced. This is bad. What do I mean by being forced? Well, a judge sentenced the man to probation, and as part of his probation, he had to get a vaccination. I shit you not. They are going to force it upon us. And unless somebody says something and starts doing something, we are fucked. Alright? I'm doing this thing! Hold on! The rise in cases are being lied about by Dr. Fauci. Alright, I want you to realize and understand, Dr. Fauci is a online TV doctor. He is not your physician. Okay? I hate when my roommate is unwilling to come to the door to find out what's going on and rather just yells at me. Jesus. Children are being taught in schools that white pupils are oppressors and should hate themselves. Well, they're not actually, having the kids read these critical race theory books. They are indoctrinating them with critical race theory action. We need to step up. Do not. They are teachers that are paid for by us. Unless you send them to a private school, then they're definitely paid for by you. Step up before it's too late. Remember Hitler when he indoctrinated the children? The Hitler's Youth? I'm probably going to get this video taken down for that, but it bears a striking resemblance to what's happening now. I'm not saying that's what they're doing. I'm saying it looks a lot like that. You make your own opinion on it. Don't listen to me. I'm a stoner. Why would you listen to me anyway? I smoke pot. Speaking of which, let's take a hit. And always remember, you got to be 21 in a state where it's legal to smoke marijuana. If you're not 21 in a state where it's legal, just don't do it. Let's be smart about this. And if you like this video, give it a thumbs up. Shit, share it. And if you're really crazy, subscribe. Alright. Where was I at? Don't get medical advice from me or anybody else online like Joe Rogan or even Dr. Fauci. You get it from your physician, and you have that talk with your doctor. Don't let somebody else tell you what to do. Jesus, think about it. Use your head. Be smart. A Twitter user says private messages are violent. Either say it for everyone to see and hear, or don't say it at all. Because apparently this particular Twitter user thinks that everyone is talking bad about her behind her back, I guess. I don't know. She's knucking futz. She's one of those people that are freaked out and think that everybody is talking about her or bad about what she is doing or something like that. She's crazy. She's out of her box. She needs to climb back in. Simple as that. If you want to defend her, go ahead. I'll just say that you're crazy too. A particular teacher freaks out and says, we need to take over because she can't teach critical race theory. She wants to teach that whites are bad and oppressors and must feel bad about themselves. She's teaching your children this. This is what's happening to your children. Mine are grown and out of the school system. Your children, if they're in school, they're doing this to your children right now. If you do not step up and say something and get this stopped, these teachers think they are better than you, smarter than you, and it's not like they took extensive schooling to become a teacher. You know, they do not have doctor grade, schooling under their belt. No. Their teaching credentials are not what you think. Look into it. Find out what a teacher needs to have to hold a teaching position in your area. You'll be shocked. You'll be upset. And you'll wonder why these creeps are teaching your children. Harmful internet content has been identified by the Democratic left. Free speech, free thinking, and opposing ideas are dangerous, harmful content, and must be silenced. In other words, they only want you to hear what they are saying, and only want you to learn what they want you to learn, and only want you to do what they tell you to do. Pay attention to what's going on, folks. It's happening around us right now. If you don't step up and say something about it, it'll just continue to grow. And then one day, when everything is crashed around you, but it is done so slowly you don't even recognize it, because you look around and you realize, I'm standing in a line to get a food voucher in my government house, in my government car. We won't own anything and we'll be happy about it. You've heard this before. Ah ha 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 ha. It'll never happen. That's so funny. We're on the track to that. I don't think it'll actually get that bad, but it'll get to the point where you look around and you start thinking, what the fuck happened? And by that time, it'll be too late. We need to start doing something now. The woke are fucking crazy and fucking shit up. The Democratic left live in a bubble chamber shouting back and forth at each other how great they are. The right is useless. They don't do anything. We're fucked. We all need to do our itty bitty tiny little part. Say something at the next teachers meeting. Say something at your local meeting, whatever. But if we don't say anything, eventually it'll be too late, folks. Alright, enough doom and gloom. Fuck it. I am stoned. Let's take our last hit. My bowl is empty. Don't believe me. Look it up for yourself. Don't let anybody tell you what to think. Let's be smart. I love you fuckers. Even though you can't really love everybody, let's try not to hate. Peace. Stay high, bitches.